What's going on, guys? Dig here, ready to teach you how to do the Revelations Easter egg, and yes, you can do this one solo. Now, the gobblegums you want to bring for this Easter egg, it's going to be Shopping Free, Fire Sale, Perkaholic, Max Ammo, and Near Death Experience. Before we get started, I'm going to show you where all the shield parts are and where to build it. Also, at the same time, I'm going to show you where the Summoning Altar parts are too, because they're in the same location as the first part, second part, and third part of the shield. The first shield location is going to be located in Horizon Drac. Now, in order to grab the first part of the shield, you're going to have to turn on low gravity. You turn on low gravity the same way that you turn on low gravity in Horizon Drac is by standing on these blue squares around the pyramid for 4 seconds to lock them into place. Once all 4 are locked into place, low gravity will turn on. The first shield part is going to be located on top of this wall to the right of you. The second shield part is going to be located on top of this wall right here. And the third and final location is going to be on this wall right here. Now for the first piece for the Summoning Altar. The first location is going to be on top of this wooden barrel right here. And the second location is going to be right beside the pyramid. And the third and final location is going to be near the jump pad that will take you to Varuk on top of this table right here. Now for the second shield part, as soon as you enter Varuk, it's going to be on top of this pillar, or it could be all the way up these stairs in this back corner on top of this wheelchair. By turning around, going past this fence, and going through these double doors right here, it could be also on top of this table. Now for the second part for the Summoning Altar, it's going to be located right beside Speakola on top of this shelf. You're going to go through this door to the right, and you're going to follow this path up these stairs, and it can be located on top of this wheelchair. And now for the final location for Varuk, it's going to be located in the back where you take the jump pad to go to Mob of the Dead, and it's going to be on top of this wheelchair right here. Now for the third shield part, it's going to be located in Origins. You're going to buy this door, and then immediately to your left, it's going to be on top of this wooden block, and then going straight down, it's going to be right beside the Gubblegum machine to the left of it on this metal wall. And then turning around, following this path that I take right here, it's going to be on top of this wooden chair right here. Now for the third and final part for the Summoning Altar, the first location is going to be right beside the Mule Kick on the right side right here against the wall. The second location is going to be located right here, right beside the VMP wall buy. The third and final location is going to be located at the very top of the activation site to the left against this pillar right here. The crafting bench for the shield is going to be located on the second floor of Noctur Toten. The Summoning Altar has many locations, but it doesn't matter where you build it, because as soon as you build it on one, all locations are available. The location I'm going to build mine at is going to be located in between Horizon Drac and Shangri-La, where the pyramid statues are. Now for the first step of this Easter egg, you're going to have to shoot 4 tombstones in a certain order outside of spawn to your left. If you count the tombstones from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to shoot them in this order. You're going to shoot 2, 3, 1, 4. Make sure you shoot it with 1 bullet only and shoot it in the center of the tombstone. Once you shoot the tombstones in the right order, you'll see a little flame come off of it, and you'll hear an audio cue. Now the next thing that we're going to accomplish is turning on the power and unlocking Pack-a-Punch. Now the way you accomplish this is by turning on these corrupt generators around the map. There are 4 in total. There's going to be 1 at spawn, Horizon Drac, Varuk, and Mob of the Dead. All you got to do is spend 500 points, stay in the small stone path area for about 30 seconds. Once accomplished, this portal will open up to take you to Noctur Toten. Once you arrive, you're going to go upstairs. And once you're upstairs, if you go to your right, you'll see a panel with all green lights because you got all 4 generators on. You're going to sit here and wait for Apothicon servant to fly by, and then you're going to activate it. It will start flashing green and red, and then you activate it, which will capture the Apothicon servant. And then the door to your right with the blue box is floating. You're going to go down the stairs, and then you're going to go in front of the Apothicon, and he's going to suck you inside of him. Once inside, all you're going to do is shoot these yellow tubes, and then the Pack-a-Punch will fall to the ground. Now, after you shoot those tombstones in the right order, a little tiny stone triangle will spawn in on a certain jump pad. There's 3 different locations, and I'll show you right now. The first location is you're going to take the jump pad from spawn to Shangri-La, and it's going to be located on the Shangri-La jump pad right here. The second jump pad that you're going to take is going to be the Horizon Drac / Kino jump pad that will take you for a ruck. You're going to take it, and then you're going to land, and it's going to be located right here. And the third and final location is going to be located in Mob of the Dead, so you're going to take the jump pad from the top of a ruck and take you to Mob of the Dead, and it's going to be located right here. Now, once you find a triangle, which mine is in Mob of the Dead, you're going to go to the Summoning Altar and summon the Gatekeeper. Now, you're going to take the jump pad back to Varuk, wait there to recharge, and then get launched back to Mob of the Dead and try to get the Gatekeeper on top of the jump pad. Once you get the Gatekeeper on the jump pad in the right spot, he'll lock into place and start doing a seance, and you must protect him this whole time. Now, if you don't want to waste rounds, you can either keep a zombie inside of a barricade, or you can do it on a dog round. On the dog round, the fireflies won't attack him, but can still damage him, so make sure you're not standing right beside him so the balls don't shoot him. Now, once he's done with this seance, a audio reel will fall into the ground. You're going to pick that up and take that to the second floor of Noctur Toten and put it inside this recorder. Now, for this next step of the Easter egg, it's going to require you to get the Arnies out of the box. Once you get the little Arnies out of the box, go to the Pack-a-Punch. You'll find 9 holes in total around the edge of the Apothicon servant. You must throw 3 Arnies in 3 different holes to activate 3 Margwas to spawn into the map. I like to start from the left side of the monster and work my way around clockwise. So I do the first 3 holes on my left, and then I do the 3 holes in the back middle, and then I do the 3 holes in the back right corner. Once the 3 Margwas spawn in, you're going to take them all out, and hopefully one of them drops you a max ammo. If none of them drops you a max ammo, you have your challenge to get a max ammo from. You also have your Gobblegum max ammo too. Now, say you throw your little Arnie in the hole like I did right here, and it worked, and then I go to the second hole, I miss, right? And then I go to the third hole, and I throw it in perfectly fine, right? Now, what I have to do is get another max ammo either inside the Apothicon servant or outside. If I get the max ammo inside, then all you have to do is throw it back in the hole that you missed. But if you get a max ammo outside of the Apothicon and you left the Apothicon servant, you must rethrow throw all 3 of those Arnies in the holes that you already threw the Arnies in. Now, if you throw an Arnie in the wrong hole, Samantha will laugh at you. Be very careful, because I threw an Arnie in this hole and I thought it was the wrong hole because Samantha laughed at me. But when I rewatched the footage, what I realized was the Arnie landed on top of the zombie, so it considered it out of bounds because it landed on the zombie, not because I was messed up on the step. It's because it landed on the zombie. This is very rare to happen. So in order to know if it was because it landed on the zombie or it's because of the wrong hole, if it was the wrong hole, then you wouldn't see the Arnie at all, and then Samantha will laugh at you. If you see the Arnie in front of you inside the hole and get sucked up, that means it was because it landed on a zombie. Now, after you throw all your Arnies in all 9 holes and you take out all 9 Marguas, a audio reel will spawn at the very top middle of the Apothicon server. You're going to pick that up and take that to Keener the Toten. The audio reel will be placed in this recorder right here in the back side of the stage. Now, for this next step, you're going to want to pack a bunch of regular weapon, and you're going to want to get the Apothicon servant out of the box. Now, before we can do the next step, we must pack a bunch of the Apothicon servant too. The only way to do this is you have to collect 5 blue stones in the air with the Apothicon servant. I'll show you the locations right now. The first 2 locations can be located at Nock. The first one's going to be in the backside where you put down the first recorder. If you look up in the sky, the way that you collect these blue stones is by shooting it with the Apothicon servant. If the Apothicon servant black hole activates on the blue stone, then you did it correctly. The second one's going to be right in front of the Apothicon servant, right above its head. The third and fourth stone is going to be located at the 2 jump pads for Mob of the Dead and Verrucht. If you look up Mob of the Dead's jump pad and you look at the outer rim of the blue sun, you'll see it right here. And then you're going to take the jump pad and go across, and you'll see the other stone right here if you look up above. The last stone is going to be located in Derise Track. Just take the portal to go to DE, and if you look in the top right corner past the clock, you'll see it right there. Now, once you collect all 5 stones, you just go to the Pack-a-Punch. All the stones will be inside the Pack-a-Punch, and now you can Pack-a-Punch the Apothicon servant. Now, getting back to the Easter egg, starting at spawn, there's going to be some skeleton bones that we got to collect. As soon as you enter through the portal, if you look to your right, inside this hole, you'll see a stone. Shoot it with the Pack-a-Punch weapon, and then shoot it with the Apothicon servant to collect the bone. To know if you collect the bone, just look to see if the bone's still floating there, or you can listen for an audio cue of a little beep sound. The next one is going to be located in Shangri-La, right above stamina. This next one is going to be a little tricky to get. It's going to be located in Derise Track. You're going to have to wall run to shoot it open. I'll show you the path that I take right now on screen and where it is located. When you fall to the ground and get teleported back, you can actually shoot it with the Apothicon servant there. You don't have to wall run again, as long as you open it up during the wall run. You can also open it up without doing a wall run, but I highly recommend doing the wall run. It's a lot easier. The next stone that we're going to collect is going to be inside Verrucht. Just take the teleporter. As soon as you enter through the teleporter, just turn around and look to your right side. You'll see the stone in the back right beside the waterfall. The next bone that we're going to collect is going to be located in Mob of the Dead / Origins on the left side of the VMP wall by on the outside right here. Now, for the final bone is going to be located in Nocturne Toten on the second floor, right above the portal that'll take you to Derise Track right here. Now, once you collect all 6 bones, all the bones will spawn on the top of the Nocturne Toten. Go ahead and shoot it again with the Apothicon servant to collect them one more time. Once all the bones are collected, a zombie body will spawn in, being Sophia. Go ahead and shoot the Apothicon servant one more time to collect that body. Once the body has been collected, an audio reel will spawn in the ground and take it to Mob of the Dead / Origins at the very top of the activation site and place it inside this recorder right here. Now, once you accomplish this, go to the corruption generators and hop on them and turn to your right. You'll see a floating blue crystal. Go ahead and shoot the direct middle of it with the laser, and then it will lock into place once you hit the right spot. You're going to do this to all 4 generators: Mob of the Dead, Spawn, Verrucht, and Derise Track. Now, once you accomplish this with all 4 generators, go to the top of Nocturne Toten where you picked up the audio reel and interact with Sophia in the ceiling. Follow her all the way to Keener the Toten to activate the teleporter. Once teleporter is activated, get everybody inside and interact with it to get teleported to Samantha's room. Once you're here, go ahead and collect the chronorium that's at the foot of the bed. Once you get teleported back, put the book on top of the podium. Now you're going to have to collect 4 different eggs around the map, and I'll show you where all the locations are right now. Now, while you collect these eggs, keep in mind that it can only spawn in one of these 4 locations. It will either be in Spawn or Shang for one location, Derise Track or Kino for the other location, Verrucht only in Verrucht, and then Mob of the Dead / Origins too. Now, starting off with Spawn / Shangri-La, we're going to go in a circle around the map, and I'll show you where all the egg locations are. The first location is going to be located right by the jump pad that'll take you to Origins, right here on top of this wooden barrel. The second location is going to be to the jump pad that'll take you to Shangri-La, right beside this trash can right here. The third location is going to be located on the ground as soon as you land into Shangri-La from the jump pad. The fourth location is going to be located in the fire right here, leading up to the stairs to go into Derise Track. The fifth location is going to be located in the Primus statue's room right here. The sixth location is going to be located to the right side, leading into Derise Track inside this wooden bucket right here. The seventh and eighth location is going to be located in the Kino on top of this balcony right here, and then on top of this wooden desk in the left corner over here. The ninth location is going to be located in the grass right here inside of Verrucht. The 10th location is going to be located up these stairs behind this table right here. The 11th location is going to be right right between these two green barrels in the back of Varrock. The 12th location is going to be located right by the jump pad that'll take you to Mob of the Dead in this corner right here. The 13th location is going to be located in Mob of the Dead right here on the ground. The 14th location is going to be located in Origins past the altar right here in this corner. The 15th location is going to be located at the top of the activation site right here. The 16th location is going to be located inside the tunnel that leads you down to Mob of the Dead right here. Once you collect your egg, you're going to place it inside these pods inside the Apothicon. Once you place all 4 of your eggs in all 4 of these pods in the center of the Apothicon, now all you got to do is collect souls for each of them. Now, if you're playing with multiple people and they put an egg inside of a pod, they have to fill up the soul box themselves for that specific egg. As soon as the egg has enough souls, a gate worm will spawn in. You're going to pick up that gate worm and you're going to take it to one of these tunnels. Now, you can take this gate worm anywhere in the map, but I like to start with spawn so I can check it off in my box saying, all right, I got spawn done, I got Derisodrak done, I got Varrock done, and I got mob done. Because once you place one in spawn, no more will go into spawn. To know where you have to place the gate worm down, you'll hear a metal detector beep going louder and faster when you get closer to the spot. So just interact until you find that spot. Once you interact with the right spot, the gate worm will spawn in and touch the ground. Once it touches the ground, a pink symbol will spawn in. Go ahead and pick up that pink symbol and go place your next gate worm down. I'm going to show you where all the gate worms can be placed down in each section of the map. The 3 locations for spawn is going to be right beside the jump pad that'll take you to Orges, right beside the quick revive to the left, and then right beside the jump pad that'll take you to Shangri-La. Now for the 3 locations for Derisodrak, it could be on top of this blue square right here. It could be in front of this casket inside the premise room, and then it could be in front of stamina at Shangri-La. Now for the 3 locations for Varrock, it could be right beside the jump pad that'll take you to Kino against the wall right here. It could be upstairs right against the power switch area for the original Varrock, and then it could be located right by these green barrels right here. Now for the 3 locations for Mob of the Dead / Origins, the first one's gonna be outside the cafeteria right against this wall right here. The second one is gonna be located upstairs past Owl's Hat right here in this corner, and the third and final location is gonna be inside the tunnel right here against this pickaxe. Now once you collect all 4 of your symbols from each gate worm, now you're ready for the boss fight. Go ahead and get near-death experience from the Gubblegum, and go ahead and head into the Kino's projector room, and on top of the floor you'll see 4 different symbols. Have everybody stand on a separate symbol, and then you'll be teleported into the boss fight. Once you're in the boss fight, go to the front of the boss fight arena, and then there'll be a book, the Chronorium. Go ahead and open it up, and it'll show you all 4 of those symbols that you picked up earlier from the gate worms. Now you have to remember each symbol in what order they appear in the book. What I like to do is open up my scoreboard and count the symbols from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when they appear in the book, I write on the sticky note which symbol that is and which order it appears on my scoreboard. For an example, in my book, my first number is going to be 2, as it is shown in my scoreboard from left to right. Now, once you write down that order on a piece of paper or on a sticky note, go ahead and head back where you spawned in originally in the boss fight. Now, once you get up here, all those pink symbols will spawn on the ground right here. Go slowly and place in the order that you had your symbols on the book. If you do the wrong symbol, you're going to get kicked back out of the boss fight. You're going to have to end the round and then go back to the pink symbols to get teleported back into the boss fight. Now, once you place all 4 of your symbols in the right order, a max summon will spawn in and then the boss fight will start. There's going to be 4 different stages in this boss fight. There's going to be purple lightning, blue lightning, fire, and then low gravity. Tidbit, if you look at your scoreboard, you'll know what stages will come first. Since in my order, I had 2, 4, 3, 1, I'm going to get blue lightning, low gravity, fire, and then purple lightning last. Now that you know which stages are going to come first, you can be better prepared. So how this boss fight works is we'll have 2 Margwas will spawn in each stage. Once you kill off one, another one will spawn in. All you have to do is take out 2 Margwas to progress to the next stage. Another thing to take note of is a max ammo will spawn at the front of the boss fight, and that's the only max ammo you'll get for the entire boss fight, so do not waste it. Now let's go over each stage and what to look out for. During the blue lightning phase, a bunch of blue walls will pop up out of the ground. If you rub against them or you touch them for a long period of time, you'll slowly take damage. So I highly recommend just staying at the top floor and just round counterclockwise, avoiding the blue walls, and just take out the Margwas as you progress. Now onto the low gravity phase. The low gravity phase is going to be like Derisodrak, where you can hop around in low gravity, but in the boss fight, you'll see a bunch of white circles on the ground. As you're landing, make sure you stay on those white circles before you be able to get your boost back to move on to another circle, because if you stand on the red for too long, you'll slowly take damage and then you'll eventually die. Now moving on to the fire stage, I highly recommend staying in the upper levels because there'll be lava at the bottom level. You can also run through the fire flame walls, but you will take damage, so make sure you run through them very quickly. Now for the final stage, purple lightning. There'll be purple pillars in the bottom area that can hurt you over time, and there's lightning at the top area that will hurt you over time. So try to avoid getting hit by these and then just take out your Margwas. Now once you finish the last stage taking out your Margwas, the summoning key will drop the ground in the center of the arena. Pick up the summoning key and you'll be teleported back into the map. Once back, you're gonna have to collect 7 different items with the summoning key. The first item that you're gonna collect with the summoning key is gonna be above you on top of the chandelier. It's gonna be a radio. You'll know if you'll hit it correctly if you see a white circle orb and you see a floating object. Now if you miss the object, don't worry about it. Just pick up the summoning key off the ground and just keep on throwing at it until you hit it. The second item that we're going to collect is going to be the clock in front of the Horizon Track portal. The third item is going to be located in Shangri-La up the top of the stairs to the right. As soon as you enter Shangri-La from Horizon Track, it's going to be this blue orb. Now, this next one that we're going to collect, it's going to be inside Knock. So make sure when you go through the portal, you melee as you go through the portal, or it can glitch out and the summoning key can get stuck in your inventory and you can't pull it out until you go down. So this next item that we're going to collect is going to be this red barrel outside of the map right here. The next item that we're going to collect, it's going to be inside Varuk. It's going to be this water fountain to the right side as soon as you exit out of the portal. The last two are going to be located in Mob of the Dead / Origins. It's going to be located inside this cell. It's a poster. And the last and final one is going to be up top of the excavation site to the left side right here. As soon as you get up this ramp, it's going to be this tombstone. Now, once you collect everything with the summoning key, you're going to go into the keynote teleporter and get everybody inside and teleport to the boss fight. Now, once you're inside the second boss fight, there are going to be 4 pillars in each corner at the upper levels. All you got to do is place your summoning key in there and kill zombies and fill up the soul box. You could be standing anywhere in the arena to get the souls into the soul box. It doesn't matter. You don't have to stand right at the summoning key. Once you fill up the summoning key, you're going to pick it up. You're going to throw it at Sophia. She's going to laser the Shadow Man's shield and you're going to shoot him like you did in Shadows of Evil and get him inside the Apothecon's mouth. Once he's inside the Apothecon's mouth, all you got to do is press on the book and it will laser him and you have beaten Revelations Easter egg. This is also a prime example why I tell you bring near-death experience, because if you're playing solo, it will still self-revive you. You will keep all your weapons and you will keep all your perks plus quick revive too. So you'll never die in the boss fight as long as you have this Gobblegum equipped. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you guys for the next Easter egg guide for Zombies in Spaceland. Peace!